what your heart wants. Yes, your physical heart beats. Yes, it is keeping you alive physically. Yes, it is pumping blood. But is that all? What about spiritually? Is your heart spiritually beating? Is your heart keeping your connection with Allah alive? It is important to ask these questions from yourself, because if not, then life will have no meaning, no fruit, and not a moment of peace. Remember a time when you don't ever remember it being alive, but you have craved it. You wish that you could feel it, that it would start pumping, beating, so that the emptiness inside you could finally fade away, like you know it should, so that these useless desires that you know you should not be chasing will not seem so enticing. You just want it to keep you alive. You know, what does it mean when you started to feel like this? It's a sign that Allah wants you to be awakened. He wants you to come back to Him. And how amazing is it to feel that the Lord of the heavens and the earth wants you. Specifically, the purpose of the heart is to love. So the most essential step in bringing it back to life is to allow it to love. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within ourselves that we have built against it, whether we realize it or not. We all have built barriers around the walls of our heart. We must find out what walls stand between us and embracing the beautiful love of Allah that our heart craves and needs. Only the humble can know Allah as they realize that He is everything and we are nothing without Him. When the heart has arrogance, even just a little, this begins to serve as a barrier between His love and His light. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was asked, "Can a believer be a coward?" The Prophet Muhammad said, "Yes." He was then asked, "Can a believer be a miser?" He replied, "Yes." And finally, he was asked, "Can a believer be a liar?" The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "No, don't be afraid of telling the truth. It's better to hurt someone by truth than to make them happy by lies, because truth may hurt for a while, but a lie hurts forever. Anger, rather than sake of Allah, hardens the heart. It consumes the heart and rids it of the opportunity to feel happiness and love. It prevents the light of Allah from flowing in. Ignorance of Allah, this is a big one. If you don't know Allah, how do you expect to love Him? And I don't mean being able to recite 99 of His magnificent names. I mean know what these names refer to in Him and how they affect us. For example, if you love someone, you spend time getting to know them. What then of Allah? Shouldn't we get to know Him so that the walls of our ignorance that surround our heart begin to crumble and His love is allowed to flow through? He wants to hear your voice in the heavens. He wants to tell the angels how much He loves you. Allah hears your heart, so place it all in His hands. His hands has shielded you, and that you are safe in His refuge.